Zane Garcia here with the Friday Night Locker Room in Space Coast Daily. I am here at Heritage High School watching and reporting for the 2025 football season. We will be speaking here momentarily with head coach Mykel Benson and a couple of the players as they get ready for the 2025 football season. I am Zane Garcia with the Friday Night Locker Room in Space Coast Daily here from Heritage High School. We will be right back with you momentarily. Zane Garcia here with the Friday Night Locker Room in Space Coast Daily. I am here at Heritage High School, and I have a special guest with me. I have Coach Mykel Benson. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Well, we're a couple weeks into the summer. Tell us what you've seen so far and how are they looking?
Man, summer's been pretty good, man. We've been working hard in the weight room. We're starting to get on the field now, getting ready for our team camp this year. So every year we do our team camp just to see where we're at, so we can go right into the season. Because once we go to team camp, the official practicing starts on that 28th. So when we come back, we're already rolling. But the summer's been good for us, good to us so far. Kids are staying healthy. We're getting some good work in.
Well, this is your now third year as the head ball coach here. Tell us what progression you've seen over the years. I mean, obviously, with the era that we're in now, you know, the transfer portal's so crazy, kids transferring in, kids leaving. So just tell us a little bit about the progression over the years.
Man, it's something that you definitely have to adjust to, you know what I mean? And the biggest challenges for head coaches right here, and really for me and any other coaches right here, just building that culture here and understanding the culture is the culture. You know, no matter who's coming in and who's coming out, just understanding that is our culture. So that's really the biggest challenge, honestly, because we know we can coach here at Heritage, and year in and year out, we have pretty good seasons here. We got pretty good players going to college, and you know, and that's all it's about at the end of the day, getting these kids to college and understanding football.
Well, you mentioned one thing that Heritage has been competitive year in and year out. Obviously, last year 5-6, wanted to be able to go a little bit deeper into the playoffs. What do you think that this year will be the difference in being able to get further into the playoffs and have a deeper run?
Maturity. You know, we are young, but we are kind of mature for our, for the young guys that we have, and that was a big thing that we had last year. You know, the maturity and the discipline. You know, and I kind of stepped back and try to do that myself, is make sure that I am really pushing that this year. You know, that was my biggest thing. Just to be sure and understand adversity, what happens. You know, people are going to score, people are going to get first downs. You know, we got to understand that it's the game of football, and we got to play the next play. You know, whatever play we're on, that's what we're playing. Don't worry about what just happened or what could happen. You know, we got to be mature enough to play where we at right now.
Over the past couple weeks, and I mean, you could say even over the past couple years, you've learned a lot about these guys. Some that have come in, some that have stayed with the program. Tell us if there's any specific guys, you know, that have stepped over the past spring and into the summer that you can say, you know, that's our new leaders, or those are going to be the guys to look forward to.
Man, I have a handful of guys, man, and but one that really stands out to me is Kaiser Birch. Man, Kaiser Birch has had a wonderful spring on and off the field. He's put in the work in the weight room, and he's going to be one of our top receivers, along with Nate Owens, one of our guys that had a good spring as well. Our quarterback, Padilla, he's had a good spring since he's been over learning the system. So we have some guys. We got some guys up front that are getting after it as well. Even in our back half, and you know, back there, you know, we're kind of young in the back half, but we do got some leaders. Marcus Hancock back there. So I can go on and on, you know, with the list. But at the end of the day, if we don't come together as a team, it don't matter. And so, and I think these guys understand that. So that's how they're becoming leaders and making sure everybody's together.
Well, I want to talk about, you know, the season itself. It's coming up in literally just a month and a half away. We're going to be underway, kicking off. Tell us about putting the schedule together. You know, I talk to coaches all the time, and, you know, some coaches have trouble putting together a schedule that, you know, you're going to be able to compete and then go further in the playoffs. Tell us about putting a schedule together and, you know, the difficulty of putting the schedule together, and then also putting games that, you know, you want to challenge your guys.
It is very difficult because, for one, if you put in a really difficult schedule and you lose kids, you know, then that's what you're running into. You know, you got a difficult schedule and you're losing your guys, your top that's what everybody's worried about nowadays. You know, you can put the schedule together and then worried about if your star players leaving going there. But for us, you know, we put together a schedule that we're gonna have to compete no matter what. And of course, we would like to play more of our teams. And at the end of the day, I think hopefully it's gonna get to that where we're playing a lot more of our teams, because there's a lot of good teams in this area where everybody can get some competition. You know, down to the Cocos, down to EG, down to Merritt Island, and I really think they're a really good program. And you know, once everybody starts playing each other, I think everybody's going to see how much talent is really in this county. So, but you know, our schedule is pretty rough this year, just same as almost as last year, honestly. But it's preparing us to get through districts, and our main goal this year is to get out of the first round. You know, that's my main goal for these guys, is to get out the first round. We're going to win our district, and then get out the first round. We get out the first round, everything's possible. But if we can't get out the first round, it doesn't matter anything. You know, so we put the schedule together so we can get in there. You know, so we can get ready for the playoffs.
Well, I think that's very, very important is being able to challenge your team early, get them some games that are going to test them, and then once you're able to make the playoffs, you know, like you said, once you get past that first round, maybe the team's jitters will fall down a little bit. You get the ball rolling and going further into the playoffs. Well, it'll definitely be an interesting season, and we look forward to seeing this Heritage Panthers team take the field in less than 2 months away. And under Coach Mykel, Benson, and his staff, they look to have a very successful season. As last year they didn't make the playoffs, this year they're looking to go even further than that. Coach, once again, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to talk to me. We'll be talking with some of the players here shortly. Garcia here with the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily. I am at Heritage, watching and reporting for the 2025 Heritage Panthers football team. I'm here with John White. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Definitely, thank you.
For the ones out there who don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself, what grade you are, and what position you play.
Recently just transferred here from Okeechobee. I transferred like middle of last season. Okay. I've been here ever since. And I'm going into my senior year. I've been playing football since I was about like 5. So it's like really like an everyday thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us the adjustment of transferring to Okeechobee to Heritage.
It's way more intense. I love it. It's way more intense. I like the intensity. The game is way different. And in Okeechobee it was kind of different. It was like a little bit slower pace, so I wasn't playing at my speed. But here it's like fit right in. I like the speed.
Now, is there any specific position that you lean towards, or do you like to just play all over the field?
I go wherever coach needs me.
Okay.
Just something like that.
Utility player, athlete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the type of player that the college coaches out there want to recruit. Players that can do a little bit of everything. Now, last year the team went 5-6. They did make the playoffs, but lost in the first round. I just asked Coach, and I want to ask you as well. Who's some guys out there that you've seen so far through the spring and into the summer that you can say, you know, that guy's a dog. You know, he's going to be one of those guys.
There's a lot of them out here, man. I think all my guys are really select forward, Riley, Nathaniel Oldman, you got up and coming. You got like underclassmen like Taj Brown. He's a sophomore going into a junior year. So you got like younger guys that are going into. I really think all my guys can play at that level. I think all my guys are very intense.
I think it's very important to have, you know, select guys that are going to step up, but then, like you said, to have dogs all around. So obviously, you know, you're a transfer. You know, you're going into your senior year. Tell us, like, what have you learned and seen progression in yourself from, you know, as a freshman to now?
Honestly, I've been in a weight room a little bit more since I moved here. In Okeechobee, weight room was not like a mandatory thing. It was kind of like optional, but here it's like weight room every week mandatory. So I really think muscle-wise and size-wise, and then honestly just knowing the game, like being under Coach Ainsley, learning the defenses, and then Coach Steve with the offenses is just different. So learning different offenses.
Well, a little bit more of a personal question. People out there that don't know you as well, what's your favorite subject in school? Math? Math guy? All right, so if you do go on to attend a 2 or 4 year university, what would you like to study?
If I did go, I'd probably study physical therapy just to learn more about the body, just to take care of myself in the long run.
Okay. Yeah, I just left the physical therapist myself, so I definitely can see that. Over the past year, you've been in this program learning and seeing what growth can be possible. What's your expectation for this upcoming season? I mean, talking to Coach, he says that, this group of guys, they look really good. And you guys have the potential year in and year out. Heritage is definitely a very competitive team. What's your expectation for this upcoming season?
I definitely think we're going to be the underdog this season, definitely. But our guys, we've been practicing every day. We've been out here all spring, day by day. We've been getting step. I tell them every day 1% better. So we've been getting better step by step. But by the season, I think we have a pretty good season. I think we're going deep in the playoffs like we did the last 2 years. I think we get past that first round.
Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys this upcoming season. From the Friday Night Locker Room in Space Coast Day, I'd like to thank John White for taking the time to talk to me. We'll be looking forward to seeing the team and seeing what you can do on the field this upcoming season. John White will be a guy to watch. He's not just going to play any one position. He's going to be all over the field. So look forward to seeing this guy this upcoming season. I'm Zane Garcia with the Friday Night Locker Room in Space Coast Daily, and we'll be right back with you. Zane Garcia with the Friday Night Locker Room in Space Coast Daily. I am back at Heritage High School watching and reporting from the 2025 Heritage Panthers. They just wrapped up practice. I'm here with Kaiser Birch. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You guys just finished up practice. Tell us what the summer's looked like so far.
Just grinding, man. Hard work and dedication. Looking for next season, class of 26.
I was about to say, tell us a little bit about yourself, what grade you are and what position you play.
I'm a receiver, class of 26. Started playing football when I was like 6 or 7, and I've just been loving it ever since.
Now, have you been a Heritage Panther all these years?
Yes, sir. All 4 years.
So, tell us a little bit about the progression that you've seen over your time here at Heritage.
Just like the competing, the coaching staff. I love the coaching staff. They just build me up and they give me more energy to keep pushing and be the best I can be.
Now, obviously, with transfers being a big thing nowadays, you guys have players that left and players that come in. Tell us about getting everybody to gel together and you being one of the older guys and one of the leaders on the team. Tell us about what that locker room is like with the continuity.
It's like we all family. We all treat each other like we brothers. That's how it is.
Now, last season you guys went 5-6. You guys did make the playoffs, but lost in the first round. Obviously, this year you want to go further. What's the expectation looking like for this season? Where do you guys have yourselves?
Right now, we just focus on week after week, building up.
And I think that's the right mentality to have. Everybody wants to go on and win a state championship, but it does take a week after week progression. Taking things one game at a time is the way you do it, and I really believe that this team has potential to be really, really good. Over the years, Heritage has had a program that has been competitive year in and year out, and you've seen it. Obviously, you're now a senior. Tell us a little bit more about yourself. What do you like what's your favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject in school, I like reading, math. I'm very good at science. Yeah.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like school.
Okay. Now, if you do go off to a 2-year or even 4-year university, what would you like to study?
I'll probably get into engineering.
Okay. That's a good answer.
Yes,
that's one of those that I haven't heard too much, and I think that's really, really important actually.
Yes,
So I appreciate that answer. Now, I've asked the coach and I've asked John White as well. Over the past couple weeks, you guys have been working. I saw you guys were out there doing some drills and whatnot. Tell us a little bit about the team and who's maybe a guy this year, that's going to be a dog.
John White and Jordan Padilla. Them two boys, gonna be something this season.
Okay. Do you have any last words or any motivation to give anybody out there?
Hey, I went 3 years without playing. This is my senior year, and I'm finally getting the opportunity to start. Y'all boys just keep grinding. That's my word. Just keep grinding.
Well, we'd like to thank Garcia for taking the time to talk to us. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be looking forward to seeing you on the field this upcoming season. From Heritage High School, I am Zane Garcia with the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily, and we'll be right back. Zane Garcia with the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily. I am at Heritage. They just wrapped up their 2025 summer practice. I'm here with Jordan Padilla.
Yes,
Some
sir.
people say Padilla, as you said.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about what the summer workouts have looked like.
It's been rough, man. We've been out here. It's been 100+ degrees out here. We come out here at 1:40 in the morning or 1:40 in the afternoon, bright and early. We get to work immediately. We're on the ladders. We're running. The receivers are out here. We're getting some extra work in. We definitely need to build a better connection. I just got here, so I'm trying to build a better connection with the guys. So we're definitely coming here early, getting that work in the heat, building that connection with them, and then we go to the weight room. We get another workout. We're just working, man.
Well, I saw you slinging it out there.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, a little bit. You said that connection because you just are brand new. Tell us a little bit about making that connection with some of your wide receivers. Are you guys getting the extra reps in like a fresh quarterback like yourself should be?
Oh, yes, sir. Definitely. We are taking all the measures, everything to just get a better connection with them. We still got receivers coming in. We got people leaving. We don't care, bro. Anybody that want to be a Heritage Panther, they come in. We got a spot for you. Hey, I'm taking the measures. We going out Saturday, Sunday, all the time. I'm always training with the guys. You see me and Kaiser over there. You'll see us at the field. Fred Lee, Fred Pope, anywhere. We be everywhere.
Well, you said that you transferred in. Tell us a little bit about the difference between your previous school and what you've seen so far here.
Oh, definitely. I came from Rockledge last year. It was definitely change of scenery. There's definitely some coaches out here. There's definitely a well-coached team. Coach Ainsley, one of the best linebackers coach in the county. I definitely have never seen anybody like him. He's definitely crazy. We got Coach Stephen Hughes here now as my offensive coordinator. I love him. I've had a connection with him ever since I moved up here from Miami. I was going to go to Melbourne with him. He was at Melbourne. I definitely built a connection with him, but he ended up taking leave because he had a family situation. But I'm glad that for my senior year, I could definitely build that connection with him and definitely have someone that I would love to have on my plays on the sideline.
For the ones that don't know you, I want to bring it back to your past a little bit. You said you're from Miami. Tell us when you started playing football, and have you always been a quarterback?
No, actually. I started when I've always played football. I've always played like I-9 and stuff like that. But when I started playing tackle football, my mom let me start playing tackle football at 11U, I'm pretty sure. I played linebacker and a bit of quarterback, but I never really played. I definitely was feeling like quitting. I definitely didn't want to be there, but I definitely had a coach that told me that just never give up on your dream. I worked. The 12U season was canceled by COVID, so that whole 12U season I just worked, man. I was in the field all day, training whenever I could. I had a good quarterback trainer down south, Oliver Bozeman. He was training me, so I definitely had a good quarterback trainer. Also, Braden, my coach for my Little League, he was also teaching me, so I definitely got better that 12U year, and I ended up starting my first game that 13U year as quarterback.
Now, I want to talk a little bit about the recruitment process. Obviously, I see you're wearing a Pitt shirt.
Yes, sir.
Schools around the country are going to be recruiting you, especially after the accuracy that you have. I just seen
Yes,
it on
sir.
display. Tell us a little bit about the recruitment process, what it's been like for you so far.
It's definitely a hard thing. It's definitely just there's a lot of talent in Florida, so it's definitely just really a hard thing. But I'm still getting recruited. I'm still trying to get my name out there as much as I can, and I'm just gonna leave it up to God.
Well, this upcoming season is going to be an exciting one. As you said, there's players that have left and there's players that are coming in.
Yes, sir.
You have young freshmen coming in. The team is still building. I mean, we're just in the middle of summer now.
Yes, sir.
We have a little less than 2 months until the football season. What's your expectation for this team? I mean, I know I just talked to Kaiser about it. He said a week-by-week thing. Is that your mentality as well?
Yes, sir,
taking
definitely.
it week by week?
Yes, sir, definitely. That's just. I'm pretty sure that's just an everybody thing. You just want to take it week by week. You don't want to rush ahead. Hey, we're focused on week 1, then we're focused on week 2, then we'll focus on the playoffs, then we'll focus on winning a state championship.
Well, from the Friday Night Locker Room and Space Coast Daily. I am Zane Garcia. I'd like to thank Mr. Padala here for talking
Yes,
to
sir.
me for a little bit. We'll be looking forward to seeing you on the field this upcoming fall.
Yes, sir.
From Heritage High School. We'll be right back, and the 2025 season is right around the corner. So, yes, from